Derrick Henry is potentially going to be done for the season. He's going to miss 6 to 10 weeks for the Tennessee Titans. This is fresh off a 34-31 win in overtime in an AFC South battle in Indianapolis. So if Derrick Henry is out for the season, the Tennessee Titans season is over. It's over because we're talking about Derrick Henry, and there's no player in the NFL who is as important to his team as Derrick Henry. He's the most important player in the NFL to his particular team. I love Aaron Rodgers and what he means to the Green Bay Packers. Patrick Mahomes and what he means to the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, Lamar Jackson and what he does for the Baltimore Ravens. But there is no player in the NFL more important to their team than Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry, the man is fresh off a 2,000-yard season. He was en route to another 2,000-yard season, you know, with 937 rushing yards so far this season, averaging 4.3 yards per carry, 10 touchdowns, you know, on a season, which leads the league right now. Currently, Derrick Henry, he handled 219 out of the 230 total rushing attempts by the Tennessee Titans. He has 353 more rushing yards than anyone else in the NFL right now. 353 more rushing yards than any other player currently. And he accounts for 36% of the Titans' offense. So, yes, I believe if Derrick Henry is lost for the season, the Tennessee Titans season is over. Now, they can compete and possibly win games, but they're not going to be true Super Bowl contenders and be a team that I could see representing the AFC in the Super Bowl in February. It's just not going to happen when you lose the caliber of player like a Derrick Henry, the best running back in the NFL. It's not going to happen. And they have currently a 3-game lead in the AFC South over the Indianapolis Colts. But without Derrick Henry, this team isn't going anywhere. And there were talks about how, you know, the trading deadline is today at 4 p.m. Maybe the Tennessee Titans can trade, you know, for a running back that they can bring into their system and team up with Ryan Tannehill and Julio Jones and A.J. Brown. But even if they do, there's no running back that is going to be able to give you the production that Derrick Henry gives you. And when you talk about the Tennessee Titans, they are one of those teams that never waver what they do best. They always stick to who they are. You saw in the Sunday afternoon matchup against the Colts, they were down 14-0 early in that game. And they continue to run the football with Derrick Henry. Like, they continue to stick to what they do best, and that's, you know, winning at the line of scrimmage, winning in the trenches, and running the football with Derrick Henry. Now, I could see the Tennessee Titans thinking, like, we don't got Derrick Henry anymore. So now we got these weapons like Julio Jones, like A.J. Brown. Now, in order to win football games, our formula is going to have to change to being a pass-dominant offensive team. And I don't think that's something that you can do, you know, with Ryan Tannehill as your quarterback if you want to be a true contender in the AFC. I just don't see it. Ryan Tannehill, he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Justin Herbert. He's not Joe Burrow. Like, I think that is something that will hurt the Tennessee Titans. And ultimately, I think their season is over when it comes to being true contenders in the AFC. I really, really do. So that's a devastating foot injury that Derrick Henry suffered in the Week 8 win over the Indianapolis Colts. And so we're going to see if the Titans will be able to bounce back. I don't see it happening, though. They are leading the division right now, though. And so this upcoming week, they got a big-time matchup, you know, in L.A. against the L.A. Rams. And then they're home against the Saints in Week 10, home against the Houston Texans in Week 11, and they're in New England for Week 12.